With Bitcoin having an amazing start to the month, breaking out to new all-time highs, are we now building a base for the next move higher? However, with the US government still in shutdown, a peace deal on tenterhooks, and altcoins still struggling, anything can happen. And so, in this video, as always, we'll be looking at the latest price action and see what is going on. Then, how are we getting along with the 4-year cycle as we've now entered the final stage? And then we'll finish with the biggest developments from all around the world in just the past couple of weeks. Okay, so first up, with this recent breakout move by Bitcoin, let's take a look at the latest price action and see what is going on. Okay, so jumping in with Bitcoin USD on the daily, and what do we see? Well, after this nice correction month in September, which the absolute bottom was actually at the beginning, but then it rallied for half the month, came back down to around 108,000, and then it's from the end of September, so the last couple of days is when this massive rally has started by Bitcoin, and it's one hell of a move up for just about 10 days. So this is going from about 108, setting a new all-time high to 126. Now, obviously, it's a big move, so the market has to digest this, and this is setting up a nice bull flag from what I can see, and it did smash to the point here. And what point was this? Well, if we connect these dots with these dots, that's pretty much exactly what it slammed into there. So once it can break through this resistance, then I think the next move higher to about 130 is going to come. Now, if we just zoom out a bit on the monthly and a nice big picture chart, we can see if we connect the 2017 high through the 2021 high, we get this nice trend line here. And the question mark is, are we going to see an epic move over the next couple of months, which could take us over 200,000. So this is going to be really interesting to see. At this point, it does seem a bit unbelievable how we can suddenly get this vertical move to 200,000. However, it has happened in the past, literally over a couple of months. So time will tell. However, we have to admit, the start of October, it has been a great start by Bitcoin so far, which normally leads the market in October. So for me, although yes, we're consolidating, it's still looking pretty good. Now, when we jump in and take a look at the monthly returns, we can see so far for October, Bitcoin has done 7%. And for a week in, that's not too bad. A run rate being about 30%. Now, 30%, if we look back at the last couple of cycles, so let's go back to the 2017, this was almost a 50% move. Then the 2021, almost a 40% move. So diminishing returns, and where we're at right now, is this going to finish on a 30% move? And you have to admit that would be a very good month for October. Now with Ethereum, right now as I record this, it's also done about 7%. So far it went a lot higher, it pulled back, but it's still rocking 7%, which is strong for Ethereum. Because if we look back, yes, the 2021 did well, over 40%, but the 2017 was a very strange, stagnant month. So if Ethereum can do 30% as well, you have to say that that would be an excellent month for Ethereum as well. But it is November typically where it's even better for Ethereum and likely the altcoins. Now, when it comes to the 4-year cycle, as you can see, this is a blend of the previous 3 cycles with this average going through the middle. And as you can see, this big reversal here is pretty much bringing us exactly where we should be at this point. Now, there has been a small pullback to around 120, but as you can see, is this a taste of things to come? However, if we split out these 3 cycles, we can see it even better. So this was the 2021 cycle, which you can see was due to COVID, had a massive early pump, bringing it way higher than anything else. Huge crash before peaking out. 2013, this was pretty much the opposite, going sideways for the vast majority of the time, and then just a vertical move at the end. So this cycle is actually more closely following the 2017 cycle, with similar pullbacks and pretty much exactly where it is right now. So again, consolidating around this all-time high is this place here, around the 120. But this does say to me that if we're going to continue on the 2017 cycle, then the next major move to the upside is going to happen at any time. So big question mark is, are we going to keep track with the 2017 cycle? Now, just 4 pieces with the biggest news. This one just dropped today, which is that SoftBank and PayPal invest 40% in Binance Japan. So obviously Binance being the market leader, I think everybody knows CZ by now, and even the BNB chain is rocking, setting new all-time highs. So things are going really well for CZ and Binance right now. And in fact, he also did a deal with the First Nation state. So a nation state literally built a crypto fund investing with BNB. So amazing for CZ, amazing for BNB, but it's also amazing for the crypto market as well. Coinbase also landed a massive partnership with Samsung, integrating with their Galaxy wallet, which will give easier access to crypto to 75 million US users. So excellent piece of news between Coinbase and Samsung. The big question is when is Apple going to enter this market as well? And the final piece, and this one is a massive piece of news in itself, SWIFT, which is the telecommunications network between all the banks. It's how they send money internationally across the world. The SWIFT network is traditional finance for international payments between the banks. Now, there was a lot of speculation whether XRP was going to partner and take over this epic, huge project. However, SWIFT have just partnered with Consensus, and they've chosen to build a blockchain-based settlement system using Ethereum. So this is massive news for crypto. It's massive news for Ethereum. However, not so good for XRP. With Bitcoin recently breaking new all-time highs, things are starting to heat up in the crypto market. We have had a great start to October so far. However, the big question is, can it continue? This cycle seems to be resembling the 2017 cycle the most, and as you can see, we're pretty much exactly where we should be at this point. However, the next major breakout move should be coming at any time. And the developments just kept coming in thick and fast, and the biggest this week is that the SWIFT international banking network is going to be using Ethereum. And that in itself is pretty huge. So there we are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now, hopefully this is just a nice consolidation phase before the next breakout move. So fingers crossed. If you do have any burning questions that you must get answered, then use SuperThanks below. However, just remember to get rid of 100% of the comment spam and trading bots that plague YouTube comments. We are trying out the new SuperThanks commenting system. So to get your question or comment read and replied to, or just to say thanks, then use SuperThanks below. And for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye for now.